Hello everybody, this is Chris's Homebrew Sports and Games. How are you guys today? We are playing Baltimore and Tampa Bay in baseball tonight. We will see which team we are going to be. We are going to be Tampa Bay this time. Let's get started.
Welcome to the show.
Use those jerseys. Write down the starting pitchers. Calm.
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Tonight we've got a good matchup in store between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Baltimore Orioles. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Alex Cobb, a Massachusetts-born right-hander, will get the start in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, now, this guy has a good repertoire of pitches, and he throws also a knuckle curveball. One guy comes to mind, Mike Mussina, former Oriole and Yankee pitcher, had a real good knuckle curve. It's not an easy pitch to learn, and what's more difficult, it's a difficult pitch for umpires to call strikes, and that's why we don't see a lot of pitchers using it today.
The pitch. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball one.
7 o'clock.
And right into the shift. And this will be a foul ball as the first baseman makes a Herculean effort to make the stop. Easy there, Cha-Cha. Now the 1-1 pitch. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Hayes on the run for it at the track. But he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Well, looks like they were determined to be aggressive early, and it almost results in a home run in the first at-bat of the game, but he'll settle for a double and hope the number 2 man can pick him up.
At the plate now, Austin Meadows, as he hits Hits one on a line to left field. That's in there. Base hit. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate, but not in time as he's across with the run.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. Get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
And that will bring in Yandy Diaz. Now a ball lined to the left side. Meadows on at first, nobody out. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball one. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty. Hey, you know what, D-Roy? This Ed Drummond, he's a good umpire. Fair umpire, good ball and strike umpire. Pretty much straight down the road.
That's all you look for, Dan. Just be consistent. I don't care if you're given 2 to 3 inches off the outside corner, but you can't do it on the inside corner. If you're going to stick to one thing and stay consistent with it, no player will have a gripe with you.
So the first 3 batters of the ballgame get safely against him here. He's going to need to turn things around in a hurry before things get out of hand. Ji-Man Choi the next to hit. That's back toward the mound. This will be a tough turn, however, and he indeed takes only the out at first as the runners move to second and third with 1 away now. Time now for a look at the Rays starting 9. D-Roy, what you got on this lineup tonight?
Matty, this lineup's got to be willing to adjust. They cannot stay staunch and try and pull everything, or there will be a ton of ground ball and weak fly ball contact. They have to be willing to use line to line to get this done today.
Into the box, Hunter Renfroe. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1.
This is exactly the situation you drew up from an offensive standpoint. Good pitcher on the mound, but you got a chance to bury him early in this one.
Now the 1-0. Line towards center field. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And that'll plate their second run of the game as they take a 2-0 lead.
Always productive to score runs when he can, and that sacrifice fly right there drives home the second run of the inning.
So stepping in, Jose Martinez. And a great chance here for the Rays to add on in just the first inning. From the stretch.
Even though it's early on in this one, anytime you get runners in scoring position, you'd like to knock them in.
And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands.
As a veteran out on the mound, that's a pitch that you expect to get a call on. Got to believe he keeps pounding that spot until he builds a rapport with the umpire.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Santander grabs it to retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. Tampa Bay leads this one 2-0. Charlie Morton, a right-hander from the Garden State of New Jersey, gets the ball here. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matty B, this ought to be a fun one to watch. This guy's been around the block for a while, but he's having a rock-solid season with a real good ERA. It'll be really interesting to see how he attacks his opposing lineup.
Austin Hayes the next to bat. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now here it comes. Curveball looked at here for strike 1. windup. Here comes the 0-1. Into right field, that's a base hit. Around first, digging for 2. And the Orioles are in business here. It's a leadoff double.
This is exactly what you want to do.
Oh, this looks like this game's going to be a slugfest.
So he leads off the next inning and gets them going with a double. Now if they can scratch a run or two across this inning, they'll be right back.
I believe if my stats are correct, this guy is 3 for 5 on the season with this hit, with 2 home runs and a double.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1.
So I think he went 2 for 4 in the first game.
Count, here it is. Flying toward right center. This will not elude the right fielder's grasp as he ranges over to handle it for the first out. Now a moment here in Baltimore for the Orioles starting lineup. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, you better be careful when dealing with that 5-hole hitter. The guy is in the middle of the lineup, and when he's in the middle, things just happen. Guys in front of him get on, he drives them in, and if not, he has the ability to get things started and set the guys up behind him. He's a force.
Anthony Santander, the next to bat. As he'll take a look at ball 1. First appearance for him here with the leadoff man still at second and 1 gone now. Ready with the 1-0. 1 out and a runner on second base. Just behind the fastball there, 2 strikes now.
You know, on a cold night like this, I think you're going to see him continue to elevate pitches and let these guys just fly out to the warning track.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss on the breaking pitch, 2 away.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
Chris Davis at the plate now, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Davis, who's often called Crush Davis. He was a 5th-round pick during the first-year player draft of 2006.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy, drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Back-to-back strikeouts keep them out of danger. The 3 of us are back after this message and a word from our local stations. Willie Adames, lifetime history with Alex Cobb. He's a .333 hitter. First pitch of the at-bat. Lifted in the air out to center field. Under it is Hayes, and that's the first out of the inning.
All right, let's take a look at the defensive alignment for the Orioles. And let's focus our attention on one of the most dynamic defenders in our sport, and that's shortstop Jose Iglesias. I want to tell one of our camera guys, do not take your lens off this guy, because he is going to make a highlight reel play every game, and I guarantee something goes down today.
They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
He might still be thrown off from that first inning, guys. He got knocked around pretty good, and that can be hard to recover from mentally sometimes. Into right field, that's a base hit.
Dan, how hard is it to massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8, 9-hole hitters are solid big league players.
You know, Mark, these days you're not seeing a lot of defensive specialists in the infield or outfield. If you're in that starting lineup these days, there's a pretty good job you can swing the bat.
Here now is Mike Zunino. Loud contact off the bat of Zunino, and a ball sent to deep left field. And this will bang up against the wall. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double.
Left fielder really never had a chance at that one at all. It was over his head before he knew it, bouncing off the base of the wall for an easy double. Those are the kind of shots anyone would feel good about.
In now, Brendan Lau. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. Lau, originally from the state of Virginia, he was selected in the 3rd round back in the 2015 MLB draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute...
And he stretches out in left, but this is off his glove. Throw into third, but too late, and he's safe at third.
You know, that's sort of a tough one since it's only the 2nd inning, but I think it's about knowing your pitcher and how they respond. He's had some struggles here, so I think he's just reminding him to let those go and focus on the next batter.
Stepping in now, Austin Meadows.
Bye-bye.
Driven to right, and no doubt about it. Into the bleachers and gone.
Whatever the pitching coach said to him didn't do any good because that one was out of here.
Well, there's an old saying that the harder you throw, the farther it goes. How about this? Good fastball.
He didn't even follow through on that one.
Tattooed.
Not really. Didn't have to. And he's out of here.
Baltimore skipper out of the dugout on his way to the mound, and he has signaled to the bullpen that's going to be all for his starter, Alex Cobb. So as he leaves, I would imagine these fans would not be much pleased with his performance here this evening, as he certainly was not sharp. Hector Velasquez enters from the pen in just the 2nd inning, so they'll hope to get some length out of him and have him stay out there for a while. At the plate, Yandy Diaz, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 1 for 1 after a single this first time up. And it's 1-1. To first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Up next for Tampa Bay, the first baseman, G-Man 4.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that brings up the corner infielder G-Man Choi. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
0-1. Count 1-0.
Two out, nobody on. He pops it up, but this will land untouched. The 1-1 home. Line drive, base hit to right.
Now back to right field.
plate now, Hunter Renfroe, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. And the fastball sails on him, and that gets away. And he'll make it to second here as he's moved into scoring position now after the passed ball.
Looked like a four-seamer that just kept rising on him. He couldn't get the mid up in time to catch it. Really no excuse for that. That'll go as a pass ball, and deservedly so.
4 runs here in this half inning. Hit on the ground toward the left. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And a good effort here, but he's well safe at first, and there are 2 on and 2 out now.
Now that designated hitter is a marquee.
Standing in now, Jose Martinez. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1. 2's all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course, here in inning number 2. That hole getting a little deeper now. It's 2-0.
Hey, the bullpen needs to step up in this situation. I gotta believe the manager was hoping for way more than this.
2-1 after the foul ball there. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2. But pulled in at the hot corner, and that ends the inning. But 4 runs score in the inning, 3 coming right here on the 3-run home run. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's the Rays 6 and the Orioles nothing. And here's Renato Nunez. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going. So what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to hit some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
Hey, with this big a lead, you have to just pound the zone and force this team to get aggressive in the box.
Now the pitch. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Kiermaier on the run. But the left fielder calls him off and makes the catch. And there's 1 away now.
All right, let's take a look at the Tampa Bay Rays on defense. And guys, I'm going to be locking in on Willy Adames. Elite shortstop up to shoot. Young, good hands, quick feet, strong arm. Came over in the David Price trade, and we've watched him slowly creep his way to the big leagues.
Rio Ruiz to the plate now. As he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. The 1-0 home is offered at and missed for the first strike. One out, nobody on. Hit hard to the right side, but foul. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. And now a pitch on the way. Fastball is outside. It's full now, 3-2. fouled off. And he loses him on a breaking ball.
I don't know about that one. I think that should have been strike 3. I'm with the pitcher on that one.
Now to the plate, Hanser Alberto, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. From the stretch. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes.
Great pitch right there. That is a huge breaking ball. Not shocked he took it. Got to calibrate that one for a second.
Nasty breaking ball swung on in the dirt. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And costly as the runner will move into scoring position now. Into the box now, DJ Stewart. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that's in there for strike 1. And it's fouled away. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And another foul ball.
Got to take advantage of that pitch right there. 0-2 breaker hanging over the heart of the plate. Not going to see too many of those today.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Orioles lead 1. They still find themselves down 6-zip. Welcome back. Here's Heidi Watney with a report as we get set for the top of the 3rd. Heidi?
Matt Rays manager Kevin Cash talked to me in between innings about his lineup's offensive production, and overall he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said forcing the opposing starter out of the game before the 3rd inning and posting a bunch of runs right out the gate was huge for them from a confidence standpoint and for their outlook moving forward in this game. The key now is keeping their foot on the gas pedal, Matt.
Thank you, Heidi. Ready for another chance? Willie Adames. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Kiermaier, as he'll send the first one he sees on the ground to second. He's got to hurry, and the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Mike Zunino. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get. Maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
The 1-0 delivery.
Hey, after the double in his first at-bat, looks like he's trying to pitch around this guy a little bit.
Fly ball heading for the alley. Boy, and call off the dogs already as this is down for extra bases. And the throw in gets away from him.
When you're up by 7 runs, any time in a game, let alone this.
Tampa Bay is up a touchdown.
They are hitting on all cylinders here, but they have to be careful.
And just in case you guys didn't know, there is no mercy rule, so It doesn't matter if Tampa Bay hangs 30 on them. We're playing this 9 innings.
Into the box now, Brendan Lau. On a line, that's a base hit. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. The throw into second. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield. And he will make it up to third base, as that is a gift there off of what was a terrible throw.
Well, that's the difference between a harmless error and a costly one. With the bases empty, it doesn't hurt that much, but with a man on, that allows a run to score.
At the plate now, Austin Meadows, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Already 4 RBIs in his pocket to this point. A 1-0 delivery. Line to the right side. Catch is made here in right, and here comes the runner from third. And not in time as the run scores.
Well, that wasn't your standard sac fly hit. It was hit pretty low and hard, so it wasn't a given they were going to send it. But they did, and they add a number to the run column.
Striding in once again, Yandy Diaz. 1 for 2 with a base hit back in the first inning of play. He's set, and the pitch. A high fastball is in there.
Hey, as a former infielder, nothing hurts your heart more than making errors behind your pitchers. Let's see if this guy can pick them up right here.
Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. It is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 2. 3 runs already home here. Now here's a comebacker back to the mound. And he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning. So they pick up 3 runs on 3 hits, 2 costly errors, and no one left. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. The Rays are in front, 9-0. And that'll bring up the catcher, Chance Sisco.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Hits it high and deep out to center field. Back goes Kiermaier to the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
That was a good hit. Just unlucky.
It's a first pitch fastball, and he flies out deep on the first pitch of the inning.
At the plate, Austin Hayes. First pitch coming, here it is. A fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
That's not an easy pitch to do anything with, right? 96 miles an hour in on the hands. You almost have to be looking for that pitch to be able to do anything with that.
And that fastball's too much for him there, 1-2. Swung on and missed, his 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Into the box, Jose Iglesias. As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here, no balls and a strike. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. 2 outs, nobody on, but a base runner here feels like it would really change the complexion of the inning.
Big spot right here. Middle of the order guy is coming up. Let's see if he can extend the inning.
This is on the ground over to first. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Boy, not the way you'd like to throw up an 0-2 pitch to your own, but from a hitter's perspective, pretty good job of staying alive 0-2.
Yeah, and he did an excellent job on the offensive side. Not to let the AB get away from him. I know he was down 0-2, but he pulled his neck and he stayed in there.
So now to the plate, Anthony Santander, batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike one. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Here's the 0-1 pitch.
Nope. That's inside.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Renfroe will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. One left for the Orioles. They're looking up at a 9-0 deficit. In now, Ji-Man Choi. He'll try to get it going here to begin the fourth.
The first baseman, Ji-Man Choi.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. That just misses off the inside for ball one. Hit sharply on the ground. Throw to first in time, one gone here in the fourth. There's a look at the final line for the Orioles.
That's terrible.
He was off his game this evening.
Man, did this one get ugly early. As a starting pitcher, you're looking to get some length, and certainly 5 or 6 innings. He couldn't even get out of the second inning in this one. This is one he'd certainly like to forget.
First pitch on its way. Now a swing and a...
Oh boy, another one.
Coming back. And it's gone as they add still another. Hunter Renfroe leaves the yard with a solo shot as this lead got even wider.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number one, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Miguel Castro gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys.
Tampa Bay, the designated hitter.
At the plate, Jose Martinez. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Man, that pitch had the look of a fastball. Straight changeup, the bottom fell out of it.
Bases are empty, one man out. 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Rays DH. And he misses ball 4, so he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Wow, all I know is these guys don't need any more help to get on base. Believe it or not, that's the first walk they've gotten. They've done all their damage the hard way. See if they can add to it here.
At the plate, Willie Adames. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. From the stretch. Runner at first here, 1 man out. That's inside. 2-0. Two balls and a strike to count. Hit hard up the middle. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game.
There's a hard-hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came from.
So here's Kevin Kiermaier as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. And it's quickly 0-2. First and second now, 1 man out. Loud contact there, but it's well fouled. Now another 0-2. And the slider gets him swinging, 2 gone.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
So here's Mike Zunino as he overcommits here to a slider out of the zone. 1 strike to count. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. 2 down, runners at first and second. Hits this one hard the other way. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And Davis will take this one himself to retire the side. Rays tack on 1 more thanks to the solo home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's the Rays 10 and the Orioles nothing. Digging in, Chris Davis. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit. First delivery to him on the way. Fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
2.
And he fouls this one off. Here now the 2-2. Fouled off. Here now the 2-2. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
That's a pretty sad attempt at hitting a baseball right there. No doubt he was completely fooled because that was a curveball, and it looked like he was late on a curveball. That tells me he gave up on it right till the very end, and obviously there was nothing he could do at that point.
Standing in now, Renato Nunez. And it's grounded just foul down the line. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Now the 0-1. Swings through it for strike number 2.
0-2 count. You can do just about anything you want right now. Up, down, in, out, hard, soft. Good time to be a pitcher.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
The 1-2. Skied into straightaway right. Renfroe is there, 2 down.
Up next for the Warriors, the third baseman, Rio Ruiz.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Rio Ruiz. He drew a base on balls his first time up. Here it comes. Now the 1-0. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Kiermaier is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. Starting to look bleak, down 10-0. Now at the plate, Rendon Lau singled home a run in his last time up.
The second baseman, number 8.
First offering on its way. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. And now a right-hander up and throwing in the Baltimore bullpen. Here's the 1-1 pitch. They haven't played perfectly as it's hit on the ground. Iglesias is up with it. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now back, left fielder, Austin Meadows.
So striding forward now, Austin Meadows. He's off to a fast start in this one, 2 for 2, including a home run. First pitch of the at-bat. And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. balls and no strikes to the Rays left fielder. Now a ball ripped into deep center field. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And he is into second with a double, his third hit of the night.
As we take a look at the replay here, you can see that it was a hanging changeup. Nice job of staying back on it, and he's able to tattoo it for a double. And you know, if that pitch would have supplied more velocity, it might have been out of here. He hit it right on the screws.
Into the box now, Yandy Diaz has to watch a slider that stays inside for ball one. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. The 1-0 home. Liner towards second, but there to take this one is the second baseman, and that's out number 2. Ready once again, Ji-Man Choi. He was a ground-out victim last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. 1-0.
Down 1-1.
The 1-1. Two out here and a runner at second. All even now, 2-2. From the stretch. Line drive, base hit to right. And the runner at third will put the brakes on here as they didn't want to chance it even with 2 outs.
This game is unbelievable sometimes, Dan. There's a bullet knock right there. You're expecting an RBI. He almost hit it too good. He can't even score.
Boy, too good is it, Mark. This is one right here. It just kind of gets out to the outfielder so quick that the runner not able to score from second base.
In now, Hunter Renfroe. He swings and lines it to left. Boy, and the shellacking continues as this is down for extra bases. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Boy, this guy's having a great game here so far, D-Row. Home run earlier in the night, and that base hit right there drives in his 3rd run batted in of this game.
Yeah, you drive to the park every day hoping your rhythm and timing is on point with that pitcher's windup. That's exactly been the case today. He not only mixed in that big bomb, but now he's got 3 ribbies to boot.
0 for 2 for him to this point. The 1-0.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
Runners at second and third with 2 gone. Two and one.
Alright, so we're going to finish this half inning and then set the camcorder up to charge for half an hour.
I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. The 2-2.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of giving in on 3 and 2 because They don't want to walk the guy. But with the base open, it's not the end of the world if you do. You still need to make a quality pitch.
Sinker misses, ball 4.
Right about now, the manager's questioning his decision to bring this guy in. If you can't trust a reliever to throw strikes, you can't trust him at all. We'll see if he comes to get him sooner than later.
So digging in now, Willie Adames is looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a ball lined to the left side, but this will be a foul ball. Ready with the 0-1. Right side. And the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away a hit.
All right, guys, we will see you on the other side of the break. Look at that, 11 runs on 17 hits. Golly. That's terrible. All right, guys, we'll see you later. Let's try this again. All right, guys, we're back.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Orioles offense with their manager between innings, and he told me he feels like they're being too patient at the plate right now. He said the problem is they're allowing themselves to fall behind in the count way too often, which is forcing them to constantly be in protect mode and swing at back pitches. A lot of their outs have come from at-bats where they've fallen behind, so the focus going forward needs to be about being the aggressor early in the at-bats.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
Second baseman, Hunter.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit on the ground to third. Reined in. And quickly there's one down to lead off the frame.
Now back, number 24.
Into the box, DJ Stewart looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. No runs, 2 hits, and 2 Baltimore errors thus far. Well behind that fastball, it's a swinging strike.
Although he doesn't use that pitch too much, if he's able to steal some strikes early in the count, could be something they have to think about.
Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2. A big curveball is in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot arms, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
Into the box, Chance Cisco. As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Good breaking ball there, laid off for the second strike.
Hey, this is an amazing inning right here. Attacking the zone, keeping his defense invested, chance to get off the field super quick.
And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ballgame, and that one ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. They trail in this one 11-0. Sean Armstrong hits the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Top half of the 6th about to get started. Coming to the plate now, Kevin Kiermaier. He went down on strikes last time up. First offering on its way. Fastball well outside. swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball. Swinging a soft liner. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth.
Up next for Tampa Bay. The catcher, Mike.
Ready for another shot now, Mike Zunino. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Pitch on its way now to Zunino. Now the 0-1.
At the ball.
Movement in the Orioles bullpen now as they've got a left-hander up and throwing. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1 and 2. Slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
Payoff pitch home to Zunino. And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 6th inning. So coming to the plate, Brandon Lau, 3 for 4 so far and seeing it well in this ball game. He's set. Here it comes. And it's fouled away. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Hit sharply on the ground, and that drops in for another base hit. He's 4 for 5 now.
Hey, some guys look out there, Dan, they don't care. They can't execute the ball the other way. It's not that easy. They're going to hit it as hard as they can right into the ship and let the chips fall where they may.
You know, it's hard, D-Row, when you've come up all the way through high school, Little League, college ball, and the minor leagues, and you're used to pulling the ball. That's the type of hitter you are. Some of these hitters are going to have to try to make some changes with these exaggerated shifts.
And that's through for a hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
When we talk about having a day, D-Row, gets his 4th knock of the game, but mixed in with one of those 4 was a round tripper. Not a bad day.
Yeah, you have 5, maybe a handful of games that you can throw out 4 knocks throughout the course of the year. Add in a tater to go with it. He's smiling. His food's going to taste better tonight.
He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1 for 4 day. Weekly hit to third. On to first, and the Rays are kept off the scoreboard here as the side is retired. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. The Rays lead it 11-0. stepping up to the plate, Austin Hayes. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
And a fastball's in there for strike 1. Boy, in a perfect spot for the splitter there. It's 0-2.
His command has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly all of his spots, and that's been a big factor why he's been so successful up to this point.
0-2 count. Here's the pitch.
I got the count 1-2.
Hard hit ball to short. And there's one away.
The batter, number 11. Shortstop.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jose Iglesias. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. First offering on its way.
And this guy has retired a whole slew right now. I think what he needs to do is just stay focused and keep attacking the game plan like he has up to this point, because everything he's done has worked.
That evens it up, 1-1. Now a flare out toward right center. And that's in there, base hit.
Dan, are you even concerned about that? You've been pitching out of a wind-up all game, and now you have to go to the stretch.
It can be a concern sometimes, people, but you try to in between starts to make sure that you throw enough pitches out of the stretch. And he's been out of the windup most of the game, so we'll see how he reacts here after this base hit.
First pitch coming, here it is. Fouled away. Has a look, now the pitch. And he fouls this one off.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
Liner in there for a base hit.
Well, I'm shocked he even pulled the trigger on that pitch. He might have been fooled right there, but he was able to keep his hands back and scramble a good pitch for a base hit.
Here's Chris Davis now, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one, mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown a first pitch strike to.
The 0-1 pitch.
Nope, that's the ball.
Well, the O's have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to be seen if they can get it, but now would be a great time for that.
Now the 1-1 pitch.
A couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at-bat, trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. No runs, 4 hits, and 2 Baltimore errors thus far. And that's ball 3 now as it just misses below the zone.
Don't be shocked if he doesn't go right back to that same pitch. You can tell he jelly-legged him at the plate a little bit. Froze him, but just missed the zone.
Got him! And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
It's been a rough night at the yard for him. That's 3 times he's gone down on strikes in this one. So they've really figured out how to attack this guy.
No good.
To the plate now, Renato Nunez, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Strike 2 taken, a fastball that clips the inside black.
Hey, 1 strike away from 6 shutout innings against this lineup. We have a gem on our hands, and the bullpen will be well rested.
Grounded up the first baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. 2 men are on with 2 men out. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. Orioles strand a couple. They trail in this one 11-0. Next to bat will be the Tampa Bay cleanup hitter, Ji-Man Choi. He'll lead it off here as we begin inning number 7.
4.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. In on the hands of it with the fastball, it's 1-0. And the pitch. Dribbled down the third baseline. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Now batting, right fielder, 1/3, Winsboro.
One out now in the Tampa Bay 7th, and that'll bring up outfielder Hunter Renfroe.
Needs a triple for the cycle.
First pitch of the at-bat. Here it comes, 1-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
And I really don't know how you swing at that. He must have had his mind up he was going to swing as soon as the ball came out of the pitcher's hand.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th.
Now batting.
Next will be the designated hitter, Jose Martinez. No hits to this point. First pitch coming, here it is. Outside with the fastball, it's 1-0.
Obviously, the game plan wasn't to let this guy beat you right here. He's already walked twice, and that pitch out of the zone tells me they want nothing to do with him.
A ball and no strikes, here it is. Fouled off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Real ugly 0-1 swing there. As a pitcher, you've got to be hunting for the strikeout, knowing you have this guy way off balance.
Fastball well outside. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. Rays go in order 1, 2, 3, but they lead it 11-0.
I believe that's the first time the Rays have gone down 1, 2, 3 in this game.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now at the plate, Rio Ruiz. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a photo, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
And they'll apply the tag here for the out.
Sometimes for a first baseman, the best thing you do is just go ahead and tag the guy like that. Hey, there's a lot more that can go wrong when you try to throw to the pitcher or the second baseman covering.
Digging in once again, Hanser Alberto. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. First pitch on its way. Lifted in the air out towards left center. On the move is Kiermaier, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out.
Now that's number 24.
Into the box now, DJ Stewart. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Nope, ball one.
In for a strike. It's 1-1.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
2 out, nobody on. Grounded back up the middle. Adames scoops it up. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. They trail in this one 11-0. Striding into the box, Willie Adames. And to start out the inning, it looks like they've decided to stick with the same reliever out there, Dan.
They have, Matt. I think the way he pitched the last inning kind of inspired that. But it's not uncommon for relief pitchers to have troubles after they sit and watch their guys swing the bat a bit. We'll see if he stays as sharp as he was before.
Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Time to take a look at our starter comparison to this point, and the telling numbers can be found on the left side of your screen. Zeros in the run and earned run columns. Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Nope,
1 out, nobody on.
I'm thinking that's 24,850 people that are going to want their money
In
back.
there, 1-1.
Too bad baseball tickets are non-refundable.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
At the plate now, Mike Zunino, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. The 1-0 home. A swing and a miss, strike 1.
Man, this guy's been locked in all game long. I don't know where that ugly swing just came from.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Got him reaching there, strike 2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. And Hayes will make the catch. This side is retired. Down in order go the Rays, but they lead it 11-0. Stepping up now, Chance Cisco. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's gone about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from this offense could have really helped settle him in.
Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a liner. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Up next for the Orioles, the center fielder, Austin Hayes.
So striding in, Austin Hayes. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First pitch on its way. A swing and a ground ball to third. This is foul for the first strike. Fly ball out toward left center field. Meadows moving back. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Now back, the shortstop, Austin Iglesias.
Now at the plate, Jose Iglesias. He singled his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Heading out toward shallow right. Right fielder is on the run. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Orioles down on just 4 pitches. They trail in this one 11-0. Paul Fry enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. All set for the start of the inning, so Tampa's batting order turns over and set to go. Brandon Lau, last time through, was a base hit. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. So it's a solo shot to dead center as the blowout continues.
Well, the skipper called on him for a reason, and I can guarantee you one thing. That was not what he had in mind. First pitch, and it was out of here. That's a rough way to start your day at the office as a reliever.
Now back, the left fielder, Austin Hayes.
Stepping in now, Austin Meadows. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Chasing after it is Santander. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
The third baseman, number 2, Yandy.
Stepping into the box, Yandy Diaz, and looking to improve on a 1-for-5 effort so far. He's set and the pitch. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Manny, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
This inning didn't get started the way he'd hoped with that home run, but I've got to give him credit for flushing it and coming back here to get strikeouts on the last 2 guys. He's acting like it didn't even happen before.
So now to the plate, Ji-Man Choi. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's looking for his third hit of the ball game here. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. He pulls this one into right, into a slide, and he makes a great catch to retire the side. A fine sliding catch here will take us to break. The three of us are back with more following this.
All right. Can Charlie Morton complete the? Can Charlie Morton have a complete game shutout, the first of the year?
Anthony Santander. He's going to lead things off in their half of the ninth as they try to avoid the dreaded shutout.
It's never a good feeling to get shut out, and over the course of the season, it's bound to happen a few times. They've just been overmatched by good pitching.
Strike taken as that one catches the outer part of the plate.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
And he falls behind 0-2. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Trying to get him to chase the cutter there, a ball and 2 strikes.
So the intent of that 0-2 cutter right there isn't necessarily to get a swinging strike. If you get it, well, hey, that's great. But if you get it inside enough and he does make contact, he probably can't do anything with it anyway.
And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ballgame.
He's been in total control out there tonight. Gets the leadoff guy with a strikeout there, and it just seems like we've seen so many off-balance swings and weakly hit balls in this one.
At the plate, Chris Davis. As he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. 1-1 the count to Chris Davis.
Man, this guy's had their number all game long. Up, down, in and out. He's pitching very well.
The 1-1 home.
Those were 2 great executed pitches right there away from this batter. He can hurt you in a heartbeat. I don't think anything's going to leak out over the heart of the plate.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit sharply on the ground. And that gets through, so he'll have his first base hit, making 1 for 4 in the game now. As we take a look at his numbers, a couple of things jump out at you.
And here's the thing from a pitcher's perspective. You look at this line and you think, wow, he's been sitting guys down all game long, and that's true. But on the flip side, his pitch count is up there. You have to wonder if he might be starting to get a little bit tired in this one.
Yeah, and in today's game, everyone seems to want to err on the side of caution in terms of pitch counts. 1-0 the count. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. And with 1 out in the 9th, he's just now coming up on his 100th pitch of the ballgame.
Yeah, Matty, he's going to finish this one on adrenaline if he's allowed to. We'll see how the manager plays this one. I know guys like Dan Plesac were locked and loaded in this position.
Oh, this is right now a dream if you're out in the bullpen right now. Your starting pitcher gets you into the 9th inning. The guys that, if they do get up in the 9th inning, these are the best relievers, and they're just lurking out there. What a terrific job up to this point.
In now for the O's, Rio Ruiz. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, man, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
A runner on first with 2 away. Fouled away. Baltimore down to their final strike. Now a ball lined to the left side. but this will be a foul ball. One strike from a shutout. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Yeah, and we knew he was in a groove for the first inning, and he just kept this thing rolling and rolling and rolling. They couldn't get anything going against him. A dominant performance with a complete game shutout.
All right, guys. The next game will be Game 4 in the NHL semifinals between Tampa Bay and Colorado. I will see you guys in the next recording. Have a great day. Bye.